Daryl Morey's kind of been facing some criticism from some of the fans who were saying that, kind of the Philadelphia Rockets, Daniel House, PJ Tucker, obviously James Harden's acquisition last year. It's that Morey's kind of lacking creativity as our head basketball guy. Now, would you say it's fair? Would you say it's fair to say that Morey is kind of lacking creativity by just picking up his old guys from the Houston Rockets days? Is that a fair assessment on Morey?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fair. When people are saying that his relationship with those guys kind of probably made it easier to kind of reach out and get a deal done. Where I think that it's kind of missing a little bit is that the guys, what they bring to the table is needed. So it's not like they went and got guys that were like duplicate positions or something that wasn't of need. And it's not, I know some people didn't like PJ's contract, but it wasn't like it's a, 60, 70, 80, 90 million dollars in funds used. So I think there are guys that can definitely contribute. So, but I understand from that standpoint, because there's nothing that's really out of the box or nothing that was kind of not mentioned, even by us before it happened. But I don't think they're finished. I think that, obviously we're waiting for the big fish to drop, and then I think you'll see moves after that around the league.
Teja, now, do you agree with that it's a fair assessment on?
I mean, it's a good observation for the amount of crap that's been given online about it. Like, he lacks creativity. I mean, I'm under. Who cares what team they played for? Like, Tucker played for two teams since then. One of those won a championship, and the other one was a vital part of beating the crap out of us in the playoffs. So it's like a lot's happened since Houston and Morey. So, I mean, he spanked us last year. He averaged 8 and 6 and shot 45% from three. So I really don't care who he played for a couple of years ago. We need that. We need what he brings. And I think that's what Morey went after him, because not because of his time in Houston, because of what he brings to us. Same with Embiid. Embiid said Tucker by name after the season. Do you think he cares that he played in Houston? I don't think he cares about that either. I mean, House, I mentioned last week as the guy I actually wanted to be our other free agent signing because of what he brings and what we need off the bench. We need grit. We need defensive versatility. We need 3-point shooting. So again, I mean, I just don't care personally where they played for. If he ends up getting Gordon, then whatever. I do see that. If he does get Gordon, that criticism is going to triple. But again, we need a 13 to 15 point scorer off the bench who can let threes fly. Gordon has that resume. Was he at a former company that our CEO used to manage? Sure. But, when he starts bringing guys from Houston, you just alluded to this, Eric, when he starts bringing guys from Houston that we don't want or need just for the sake of compiling Houston players, then I'll start to actually lose faith in them as a GM. But I think he's bringing players that fit the bill.
Were you kind of a fan of that Houston Rockets team, Tej? It sounds like you were kind of a fan of that team.
I mean, which one? I mean, the one that was a Chris Paul injury away from being the Warriors that year. I mean,
yeah.
Who wouldn't have been? They were championship bound, man. I mean, they were handling a dynasty. They were, with too bad what happened to Paul. We've said that a few times in his career, but I mean, but here's the thing. I said this online last week. Take that Rockets team and put Embiid on it, and what would it do? So, I mean, that's if you 4 years ago said, hey, Embiid's going to go to the Rockets for nothing, people would say that they're going to win the next 7 rings on that team. So, I don't – that plus Embiid's pretty damn good.
Yeah. But you're also – a lot of those guys are older now, and then you're just swapping Capella for a younger Embiid.
Yeah. I would take that give and take Embiid instead of Capella and 3-4 years older version of Tucker. Has Tucker really changed that much in the last Tucker's game? I don't really think it's predicated on age and like being spry. I don't think he really matters in that. What he brings is, corner three. Look, Danny Green gave us exactly what we needed last year. And I don't think Danny Green by any means is, it got young legs. So, I mean, I'm fine with Tucker filling that role.
Yeah.
And there were how many teams going after him? A lot. So
a lot. Yeah. Well, that's the one thing too.
It's not like Morey came out of nowhere with that contract and everyone was like, whoa, Miami was going to give him like 1 million less or 1.5 million less. It was close. He wanted to come to Philadelphia. Okay, he did. That's awesome. We finally have a place that one of the most coveted free agents, realistic free agents, not like the Levines of the world. I don't even count those guys, but like the realistic free agents, the MLE free agents, chose us. That hasn't happened in a long time. We haven't gotten that in quite a while. I think Eric talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Like, we don't get chosen for free agency a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool that the Harden effect has that. And I don't know if you guys caught the little party in the Hamptons, Tucker, Embiid, and Harden having a good time singing along to Meek Mill together. That was quite a sight to see. So
nice.
Maxey was there too.
Yeah, Maxey was there. Yeah, he didn't go on stage though with
he wasn't singing and dancing, but he was there.
He was having a good time.
Yeah.